All right, here we go. 264 to 267. Get on it. You should have done it by now. If you didn't, don't watch this video right now, okay? Do it first, then come back. All right, here we go. So here's the first one. You had to put in the 5 and figure it out. Why? Because what's the rule, which is problem 1B? The rule is times, oops, maybe something didn't wrong. Times 8. Times 8, that's the rule. The rule is times 8. These become your ordered pairs, 0, 0, 1, 8. Make sure you give them a nice little jacket and put them like that. Put a little bit around them like that so they get some protection from the cold breezes. Okay, all right. You needed to plot your points over here. It's gonna be this 1, 8, so it's gonna be it's gonna go pretty steep here. So let's say, so if that's 0, 0, first dot's there, you only go over 1, then you go up 8. So it's before the 10. And then 2, 16. It should make a nice straight line with all of your points on there. If it doesn't make a straight line, and you got a little bump like this, it means you messed up that spot right there. Check it out again. You put it in the wrong space. Fix it. Okay. Getting down to the questions. Number 3. How far does it go in 2.5 minutes? Well, just do 2.5 times 8. 2 times 8, that's 16. A half times 8, that's a half of 8, which is 4. 16 and 4 is 20. There you go, 20 minutes. Oh, 20 miles. Sorry, 20 miles. No, that doesn't count as a mistake, Caduce. Okay, number 4. About how many miles did the plane travel in 5 2/5 minutes? So you have to do 5 2/5 times 8. Okay, so we're gonna do 5 times 8, and then we're gonna do 2/5 times 8. This gets us 40. This gets us, I don't know, something like 16/5, which is 3 1/5. Put that 2 together, you get 43 1/5 miles. No, it says about, so you could just write 43 miles since it said about. But if you just put 40, it's a little lame of you, okay? It's a little lame. All right, number 5. How long did it take about how long did it take to go 60? You could come over to your 60 on your graph and kind of eyeball it that way. Or you could think about your rule, and if it's going times and by 8 this way, it's divided by 8 that way. So let's do it like that. Yeah, forget about that graph. 60 divided by 8. How many 8s fit into 60? 7. How many are left over? 4. 7 and 4 8. So that sounds like 7.5 minutes. 7.5 minutes. Pretty cool. Number 6 is an easier question. How long did it take the plane to travel 64? You just do 64 divided by 8, which everybody knows is 8. So put that down. All right? All right, if you want to know how far the plane traveled in 15 minutes, would you use the table, the rule, the graph? You would use the rule and just multiply times 8. Why? Because I just told you. That's why. All right, now, we're going fast. So, we're up to 266. All right? Check it out. Is this originality or what? Andy earned $8 an hour. So what are they doing? They're multiplying times 8. Could they not have picked a different number? Okay, sorry. So we already did this. So they didn't put that, but where it has a blank 40, you got to divide by 8 that way. So it becomes 5, and they wanted you to put a 7. 7 times 8, 56. Okay, those become the ordered pairs over there, and your graph should look pretty darn similar to the graph that was on the previous page because they chose the same rule. Remember, kids, if you want to make life interesting, you got to change up the rules. Okay, let's go to page 267. We are flying through these pages, aren't we? Isn't that fun when we fly through pages? Wow, I should have just erased this all at once and redrawn my table, but let's not be that way. Okay. The rule is, words type is 45 times the number of minutes. So we're timesing by 45. That's gone. Let's just wipe that out. Still X and Y though. So we got 1, 2, 3, blank, 6. And we're going times 45. So that's 45, 90, 135, 225. I don't know, what's that gonna be? 225 divided by 45. How many 45s does it take? Looks like these two together, right? 35 and 90 would give us the 225. 2 plus 3 is gonna give us 5. They skipped 4. Trying to sucker you in there. All right, 6 times 45. I don't know what that is. Let's just add a couple 3s together and get 270. That's what it is. Remember, kids, how do you get along in life? You take the easy way out. You just have to know how to see it. Okay, so those become your ordered pairs. Make sure you put them in a little jacket like that, okay? When you write them there. And then you put it over there. And so what's that gonna look like? 1 was 45. I don't know if this was 100, 200, 300. 45 is like, I don't know, here. 2 is 90. That's here. You should have a pretty, you know, gentle little hill going up there. Plot a point to show how many words Frank could type in 4 minutes. Well, you would do 4 times 45. Let's just take 2 and double it, which is 180. Remember what I said, easy path. So go to 180, so you go to 4. And if you go over there, it should be where the 180 is. All right, got that. And for the last one, about how long? About, so you don't have to be exact, to do 200 words. So to do that, we're going the other way. If it was 4 times, now it's divided by. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna go 200 divided by 45. Because of course the fraction line means division, which you should bloody well know by now. So how many 45s fit into that? I don't know. It's a little less than 4. Or 5 rather, right? So I don't know, like 4. You could have put about how much? You say 4.5 minutes or 4 minutes, anywhere between 4 and 5. I'll take it. And that's it, man. Come back for the math box. Let's get a real challenge.